Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Daily Boost. I am Lotta Snacks, or Lotta Snacks 5 is my @ on YouTube and other social media platforms. And I'm here for my community, Love and Action Network, who you can find out more about at lovedandlovable.org. Um, I'm here doing the Daily Boost for my community, and our mission for the Daily Boost, well, our mission for our community, my community, Love and Action Network, is to encourage, equip, and empower you um, to believe, one, that you are loved and lovable, and two, give you the tools to get through your day to day. And that is the point as well as for the Daily Boost. That is the point for the Daily Boost as well. Um, do not make this intro so long. Please check out our membership. If you're interested in joining at all, please go to lovedandlovable.org. That is lovedandlovable.org, and you can click on our membership tab below. And our free exclusive VIP membership will take you to our Halo, which we have events on there that aren't on the website. And we have game nights and such, like on Fridays, and just little community get-togethers every now and then that will just pop up and be different events than what are on the site. The site are usually like set events that happen every week. Some events just pop up, and those are kind of the more fun events, the more exclusive events, the ones that just kind of pop up. But we just have great programs all around. And not to go too far into this until the end, just please, I encourage you guys to join our membership. I feel like we're pretty, accommodating and chill people to talk to, at least. So yeah. I might be a bit awkward and stuff like that, but hey, who isn't? Who isn't? Okay, so the point, the Daily Boost. We're back on track, guys. We're back on track. The Daily Boost. Some source material for the Daily Boost include, but is not necessarily limited to, the main ones for me. I use the 7-day chakra system. Well, the main course of the Daily Boost, their resources are the 7-day chakra challenge. That is from Sunday to Saturday. We'll go from the root chakra to the crown chakra. Yesterday was Wednesday, and Wednesday was hosted by Tara Priolo. You can find out more about at tarapriolo.com. She hosted the Daily Boost on YouTube and Instagram Wednesday, and the chakra of Wednesday was the heart chakra. Today is Thursday, obviously, day 5. And today we'll be talking about the throat chakra. Today we'll be talking about the throat chakra. What am I getting at here? I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. I just got left Springfield, got my hair done and stuff, and now I'm trying to get myself together. Um, the other source material that we use is 52 Weeks of Conscious Contact by Melody Beatty. And as I said, today we're on day 5, but the theme of the week, we are on week 13. The theme of the week is Crazy People Make Us Crazy. Right now, I feel like one of those crazy people. But, we'll talk about that more today. Right now, I'm going to focus on the throat chakra and tell you a little bit more about it. The throat chakra is considered the first of the spiritual chakras and has much to do with our true authentic voice, where faith and understanding combine. When the throat chakra is out of harmony, we have difficulty speaking our truth or expressing ourselves, feel silenced and judged for what we say, feel out of alignment with who we are, and feel out of touch with our will to live. When the throat chakra is in harmony, our will to live is strong and we are able to follow our dreams. We speak our truth where we say what we mean and mean what we say. We express ourselves easily, creatively, and authentically listen to our inner voice, and have a balance between silence and speech. The location of the throat chakra is at the front of the base of the neck at the hollow point of the collarbone. So about right here for the people who are watching on YouTube. It's about right here. If you're watching on the newsletter, you're subscribed to the newsletter on Substack. You'll be seeing, I guess you'll be seeing me too, but just in case you listen to the podcast, this is for those who could see me. But for those of you listening through the podcast, it is at the front of the base of the neck at the hollow point of the collarbone. The color that relates to the throat chakra is light blue. So look, if you have the time or space, or you're not driving, your attention isn't necessarily needed right now, go ahead and look around the room for the color light blue and try to resonate with it. The element of the throat chakra is obviously, for multiple reasons, sound chakra. Sound chakra. The element is sound. I'm sorry. The element is sound. The affirmation of today, the throat chakra. The affirmation for the throat chakra is I speak. The glands that are involved with the throat chakra, which are, these glands are within the, I forgot how to pronounce it already. Endocrine system. Endocrine, I think it is. The endocrine system. The other two pronunciation, goodness gracious, the other two pronunciations I had were wrong, so I had to think about that. I'm like, no, those are both wrong. The endocrine system, or where the thyroid and the parathyroid are located. To tell you a little bit more about that, I found a little excerpt. For those of you who don't know what the endocrine system is, it creates and releases hormones to maintain countless bodily functions. You have more than 50 hormones, and they affect nearly all aspects of your health, directly or indirectly. Examples include, but are not limited to, metabolism, homeostasis, growth and development, sexual function, reproduction, sleep-wake cycle, and mood. The thyroid gland is butterfly shaped and is located at the front of your neck. It helps control your metabolism, which converts food and drink into energy. The parathyroid are 4 pea-sized glands. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm just going through this. The parathyroid are 4 pea-sized glands that are typically behind your thyroid. The hormone it releases controls the level of calcium in your blood. Calcium is very important, by the way. Calcium helps your nerves work, help your muscles contract. Muscles contract so you can move pretty much. It helps your blood clot and helps your heart work properly. So, as you can imagine, the throat chakra is, affects, just like many other parts of your body, that one part of your body doesn't just affect that one area, it affects others as well. Let's see here. The physical body parts that are affected by the throat chakra are, but not limited to, the physical body I'm having a day, y'all. I'm sorry. The throat, trachea, neck vertebrae, mouth, teeth and gums, esophagus, hypothalamus, shoulders, arms, and hands. The life lesson is to speak and receive the truth. The life lesson of the third chakra is to speak and receive truth. I just saw a message from Tara within our group chat for the Telegram. The Telegram is one of the options to join our membership as well. We have a whole bunch of different chats, but she just messaged me, I'm doing great. She didn't know if I'd see it after, but don't worry about the comments because I couldn't get them to work. But I got them to work now. I can see comments now, so we're good. I just completely forgot. I usually forget always to come into Restream and, pull up the chat and stuff. I usually always forget. And I forgot I needed to log back in because the last time Anyway, get back on track. Sorry. The physical dysfunction of the that relates to the throat chakra includes but is not limited to raspy or sore throat, mouth ulcers, gum difficulties, TMJ, stiff neck, scoliosis, swollen glands, and thyroid problems. I should probably pay a little bit more attention to my throat chakra because that may be why I am having a time trying to get my thoughts and everything out. I feel like shaky, but I'm always nervous doing the daily boost. I just I just try to do my best. I just try to do my best. Mental and emotional issues, strength of will, include but are not limited to strength of will, personal expression, following one's dream, using personal power to create, choice and capacity to make decisions, addiction, judgment, criticism, and faith. I criticize myself all the time. I do. Um, it's taken me a while to feel like I can express myself or show that personal expression. Um, yeah, I'll end it I'll end it at that. Possible causes of the third possible causes of energy blocks that relate to the throat chakra include but are not limited to difficulty in expressing oneself, withholding or swallowing words, and suppressing creative talents. If you're a crystal person, um, crystals that are related to the third, not the throat chakra, include but are not limited to turquoise, blue kyanite, aquamarine, celestite, iolite, sodalite, and lapis lazuli. And that's all I got about the throat chakra specifically. Um, Now we'll go into the excerpts for Melody Beatty. As I said before, we on week 13, day 5. The theme of the week is um, crazy people make us crazy. And I forgot what I was going to say. So I'll go ahead and get into this excerpt. Day 5. I'm making myself nuts today, I said to a friend. I'm going to stop what I'm doing and go to bed. Sometimes the crazy person I need to detach from is me. And I definitely feel like that person right now. So Melody Beatty always knows. She always knows, and she's always either talking directly to me or somebody else. It's usually all of us, but um and that's why I need to put my reading glasses on, to be honest. That's why I need to put my reading glasses on. My Melody Beatty reading glasses because it's very blinding. It's very blinding. It's bright. I need I need my glass. I need my reading glasses. Okay, I need my reading glasses. Kenny Berger, we're gonna get you some reading glasses. You might have 40/40 vision though. I don't know if you have 20/20. You might be like a step above. Like you can see through. Anyway, Kenny Berger can see through it. So anyway, I'm making myself nuts today, I said to a friend. I'm going to stop what I'm doing and go to bed. Sometimes the crazy person I need to detach from is me. Sometimes the crazy person I need to detach from is me. That's what I was going to say before. Each day for Melody Beatty, 365 days of con- conscious contact. Well, it's 52 weeks of conscious contact, but anyway, goodness gracious. Anyway, anyway, um, there is a focus. There's a theme, but there's also a focus every day. For example, for Sunday, the focus was a value. Day two was an application. Day three was a challenge. Day four was an inventory focus. And now day five. Day five, we have an action. The action reads: You may find great relief by practicing step one of Al Anon. Uh, Al Anon is Alcoholics Anonymous, by the way, if you don't know. Practicing step one, what it means by step one. I actually looked it up because I was like, what is Al Anon? And I was like, oh, it's Alcohol Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous. So she quotes a couple of different times from that section, but you may find great relief in practicing step one of Al Anon, Alcoholics Anonymous. You admit that you are powerless over alcohol or people, places, and things, and that your life has become unmanageable. When this is being said, by the way, when it says you admit that you are powerless over alcohol or people, places, and things, and that your life has become unmanageable, it means to accept that in the moment. You have to exercise your honesty, openness, and willingness, as well as what that really boils down to is have acceptance towards yourself, others, but mainly in this scenario, it's towards yourself. Accept that in that moment, or in this moment, even currently, that you are powerless and life has become unmanageable for you. And as she is saying now, you focus on this step instead of on your obsession. So whatever that obsession may be, whether it be alcohol, whether it be other people, whether it be other things, whether it be places. Um, Thank you, Starlight. Starlight says, "I love the hair." You focus on the step instead of on your obsession. It is also helpful to talk to someone else who understands and practices detachment. Now, detachment, um, detachment. I, it's most. I feel like most people, when they see the word detachment, they think of it as a negative connotation, and I'm definitely trying to not see it as a negative connotation because, as she said in the beginning, sometimes the crazy person I need to detach from is me. And detaching isn't necessarily a negative connotation. Um, on the contrary, it is neutral. It is neutral like most words, it's neutral connotation. You have you have to repeatedly focus on this value sometimes, many times a day, when someone else's insanity is spilling into your life. You may have to repeatedly focus on this value, as the value is you are powerless, and you are powerless over alcohol, other people, other places, and other things. You may have to, and that your life has become unmanageable. You may have to repeatedly focus on that value, sometimes many times a day, especially when someone else's insanity is spilling into your life. When you have to detach yourself from the crazy person that may be you, which for me it is. For me personally, it is me. The crazy person is me that I need to detach from. And the reason why I say that is because you can be your own worst enemy. You can be you are no, you are, just period. You are your worst enemy. You are your biggest critic, but you are also your biggest fan and supporter as well. And you can be both things at the same time. Um, but sometimes you need to just to detach yourself from that aspect of yourself because it's not doing you any good. You're not accepting the parts, of you that are, less than you feel like are less than desirable, or maybe you feel like they're less than desirable because you believe other people are going to feel like it's less than desirable. And it's telling you to detach from that frame of mind, accept it, express your honesty, openness, and willingness to accept it. But um I lost the thread. Um I'm sorry, y'all. I lost the thread. Um yeah. I'm going to move on. I've lost the thread now, so I'm going to move on so we don't, sit here in either one silence or two. Yeah. Um, I wrote some things down that I want to talk about. That kind of go into what Melody Beatty want to talk about as well because we both kind of see the same things. Usually for Thursdays, I have something already written down that I want to talk about because I think of something while I'm at work or something or whatever. And then Fridays, kind of, I read it because I don't know. Fridays, I feel like I need to read the excerpt and well, anyway. Um, if giving your all isn't good enough, find more. If giving your all isn't good enough, it isn't good enough, or you feel like it's not good enough, find more of your all to give. Um, you you're all you're all much like success. Um, constantly scales and is a moving goalpost. You're all that is. You're all much like success it constantly scales and is a moving goalpost. um um I know sometimes, especially me, I can feel like I don't know, I don't feel like I truly know myself what giving my all necessarily means. I remember I used to believe I gave my all in, like, college and school and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like most people, know when they give it their all and stuff, but I also don't want to project that to other people because I mean, only you will truly know if you've given something your all, but um like I said, you're all much like success constantly scales and is a moving goalpost. um it's not necessarily something that is at a consistent value. If that makes sense, it's not something that's your all is not something that is at a consistent value. It's always changing. I mean, it changes day to day, hour to hour, minute to minute. um Based on how just you're feeling, your mindset, everything. Your all is just affected by your all, or everything that you can give currently is affected by what you have. And you can't give somebody, as we've talked about before, you can't give somebody what you don't have. If you don't have love for yourself, you can't truly give love to somebody else. If you um if you don't have knowledge over a topic, obviously you can't teach somebody that topic. If you don't know the first thing about golf, you can't teach somebody how to golf. It's It's not gonna work out. Um, yeah, we'll move on. Next, no one can make you feel a certain emotion. Only you can. No one can make you feel a certain emotion. Only you can. Um, the same way someone can't force you to love them. We all know how this goes. I mean, recently we had somebody try to join Love and Network, and they were hitting on our our resident white facing biracial teacher, and she is married and very much pregnant. You can't make somebody love you the same way you can't force somebody to love you, or to make somebody the same way someone can't force you to love them. They can't make you happy either. I feel like humans especially get into this zone where I say humans especially. I'm pretty sure it's only humans. It could be. It may not be, but um, people just get into this zone where they feel like if they can meet somebody else, or um they don't have to focus on their own happiness, somebody else's happiness makes them happy. And to a certain extent, that can be true. Somebody else's happiness could be what makes you happy. But when that person isn't happy, where would you find your happiness then? And that's the problem. Um, Most people don't have their own source of happiness that doesn't stem from somebody else. They think that happiness is always found in an individual, or love is only found if they're in a relationship. They can only feel something if they're in a relationship. Um, and that's not true. You can't give what you don't have. You can't give love if you don't have it for yourself. You can't give somebody else. You can't even give somebody else happiness if you don't have it. But you really can't give somebody else happiness because they have to find their own. And nothing else is gonna fix that. When it comes to happiness, you have to just define that yourself. Same way when it comes to love, you have to define that yourself. There's a lot of, I mean, there's a singular universal language which equals love, but it's all love also looks different to everybody else too. And that's based on the agreement between the two individuals. And that's the thing. The two individuals, the group, whatever it may be, their definition of love is what they make it. That's not really for anyone else to necessarily judge or decide, but love is what love is. I know we kind of get into these debates about, you know, what is showing love, what is not showing love. We obviously know, what love truly is, but some people understand it a different way. Everyone looks at love a different way. So it's a lot more it's a lot more complex, but it's also very simple. And I ain't got the time to explain specifically what love and, everything really means. I'm just going to tell you the equation of love, that, what love looks like to me. Love is patience plus acceptance plus communication. That's what love is to me. That's what I feel like it simplistically boils down to. All the ingredients that you put in it that equal acceptance and patience and communication, all those ingredients, they're going to look different for every relationship, group relationship, whatever type of relationship, friendship, doesn't matter. It's always going to look different. Everyone's going to have a different type of love language, so to speak. So when you're trying, next time you try to argue with somebody about their version of love, remember that it's their version of love. just just know that. There's no point in arguing. That's what I'm saying. Um Another thing I want to talk about is say what you think out loud and or bounce your thoughts off someone else. If you don't feel like you have anyone, try to find community online or, seek out professional help. Community online, offline, but, if you don't feel like you have any help, seek those resources, seek those tools because um if you don't feel like you have help, I would definitely go, seek it out. Don't just resign yourself to the fact that you don't have help. Go actively, seek it out. And I know it's hard to trust people. I get that. I'm in the same boat most days, so I get it. But some people also don't have the money to have those resources. So I get that. But try and find somebody, even if that person is you. Sometimes it's okay that that person is you because you need you more than anybody else needs you. You need you more than anyone else needs you. And I hate to, especially for myself, I didn't count myself in the fact that, I don't have anyone. Um, you got to include yourself. Include yourself in the fact, if you don't have anyone. If you don't have anyone, um, you got to realize that you at least have you, and you are your biggest fan, supporter, but also, critic. And I forgot the other thing I said. It went in perfectly with it, but critic, your biggest fan, supporter, critic. I forgot the other thing already. It's okay. It's just one of those days, I guess. It's Thursdays are usually my better days. Hopefully, I mean Friday might be better, but um uh it says I said find resources and don't resign yourself to your negative thoughts. Yes, don't resign yourself to those negative thoughts. Don't just give in to them. I know it's easier said than done. If I was talking to myself literally like 3 4 years ago, I as soon as I put on, my if I ever clicked on this video or clicked on um this podcast or whatever it may turn into, no. Like I'm about I probably wouldn't even made it through my intro fumbling around everywhere. I I was definitely not open to things like that. I was definitely deeply ingrained in engrossed in my negative thoughts and my, that dark place, that dark frame of mind became my safe space, and I became comfortable in my dark space, which is you don't want to your dark place to double as your safe space. It cannot work and will never work. Trust me, I know from experience. It actually just makes things way worse, and you will absolutely pay the consequences for it in some way if you don't, seek out the help or, accept the fact that you are the way you are. Which is hard to accept the fact that you are the way you may be, or that, you're just stuck in your negative thoughts or you're just thinking of negative things. It's hard to see that when you're not bouncing these ideas off somebody else, somebody that cares about you, somebody, and um, sometimes you have to bounce your ideas and thoughts off other people. That's why you have to say it out loud. Because if you don't say it out loud, you're just going to think it's, a fact, and you're not going to realize how unfair it is to you or how unreasonable it sounds coming out of your mouth until you actually say it. When it's just in your head, you can rationalize it easily because the reality is that your reality is created by you. That is the reality. That whatever reality you choose has been chosen by you, and the way you see your life is because that's the reality that you have made it and made it seem to be. If that is what you believe to be your reality, that is what you will become your reality. And that's because you are the only one that can decide that reality. You can say that other people made you feel this way, that way, all you want to, but it's just not true. It's just not true. And I'm sure that you realize what I'm saying is true because you've been living this life and you know for a fact that one, it's not working, and two, it's not good for you. It's not doing you any favors. It's not making you better, and it's not fixing that thing that, is bothering you. So some people might say it's corny to rely on affirmations or do affirmations or just be positive all the time. I feel like it's corny being negative all the time. So, and I'm trying to stop being negative all the time, but I still find myself beating myself up all the time. And as much as I work on it, um, Tara and Flo have told me. I remember it was like Tuesday or something like that during a boost or something, the master class. It was right before Late Night Sex, which is the football show hosted by me and Tara Paolo on YouTube. Um, I remember them. I remember I was like joking around, and I said that uh, working on yourself is a constant battle, and then I also joked and said uh that I was kind of, I had a bucket and I was trying, and it's flooded, and like, the room is flooded or whatever, and I'm trying to scoop out all the flaws and stuff because the room is flooded with all flaws. I'm trying to scoop it out, and I was kind of joking. But Dr. Flo and Tara had pretty much said that I should flip that phrase around when I say that um working on myself is a constant battle. Instead of saying it's a constant battle, I should say it's a constant joy. And when I say, guys, I understand that it's easier said than done to just change your mindset from negative to positive. I mean, even when I heard that, I was kind of like, I, I mean, yeah, I can definitely, see it as a joy, but it's easier to say. It's either just to say, oh yeah, this is, it's a joy to work on myself. When in reality, it's work, and it's not fun at all. So for it, so you, the goal for me is to start becoming being comfortable, being uncomfortable, and trying to do things that I thought I couldn't do, and prove to myself that I could do them. I just made myself believe I couldn't based on either one, other people's, thoughts, or what I thought other people may have thought of me or were thinking about me. That was probably all created by my, the reality I made for myself, and, the negative thoughts that I thought about myself as a kid. People didn't make me feel that way. I felt that way about myself because I heard other people saying, things, or, I felt anyway. It's all on you. You make your own reality. Um, find the time in your routine to do things that make you happy and or relax. This is the last one, and then we're gonna file out. I'm gonna do advertisements for Love and Action Network and some of its members, and then we're gonna head out of here. Find the time in your routine to do things that make you happy or relaxed. If you find yourself unhappy with your life or routine, change it. If you find yourself unhappy with your life and routine, change it. Don't become comfortable with your unhappiness. Leave your comfort and try new things. Don't become comfortable with your unhappiness. Leave your comfort and try new things. Become comfortable, as I was saying before, become comfortable being uncomfortable, because change is neither negative or positive. It is a tool. Change is a tool. And change will come. I mean, most times change comes whether you want it to or not. Change is going to come regardless whether you want it to come or not. And that's why, You need to use that change as a tool to the best of your ability. Be more proactive yourself with change, because just the way change can happen to you and you can perceive it as negative, you can create change that is positive. But change is only creative by people who are constantly, working. Um, I I believe every great leader or something like that believes, they can change. They believe they can change something. I believe the people who have moved, mountains have, created policies, have, made a name of themselves in the music industry. The list goes on. Like anybody who is anybody or has been anybody that you know for a fact said that I can change, whether that be themselves, whether that be the world, other people, this thing, this specific topic. They believed that they could change and they were going to make a change. They believed that, and they worked on a routine that worked for them, that they could create this change. Um, Greatness does not happen in one day, and the work on yourself is never going to be complete. You're always going to have to work on yourself, but make sure the work that you were, you know, working on yourself, make sure that it is a constant joy and not a constant battle. Um, I'm trying. I'm right there with you. I'm trying every day to make all of this a constant joy and not a constant battle. I mean, shoot, even after getting my hair done, I'm like, I kind of liked it better in the single strand. And then I got a new headband, and it's a different color, but it's smaller. And I'm like, I don't really like this either. I mean, obviously, I can just get a different, hopefully, find a thicker headband and find more colors then, or I could eventually take this hairstyle down anyway if I really don't like it that much. So it's like it's not the end of the world, but um, I don't know. I feel like I have a big forehead, so I don't really like to show my forehead. I guess I don't really like my forehead that much, but I'm trying to learn to love it. I am. I am. But it is a constant joy to work on yourself. Start saying that more. It is a constant joy. You might not believe it at first, and that's okay. We just need you to say it out loud, because the power of the throat chakra and saying things, affirmations, it works. Just say it. You do not have to believe it right away, but just say it. And I'm going to say it as well. I'm struggling believing it myself, okay? I'm struggling to believe it myself. But I'm going to say it for myself. Um I I can't even remember the line. Like I it's just if me being up here and making what I feel like to be a fool of myself some days. But obviously I'm not doing terrible. Um, I'm hope I'm reading somebody. My words are landing, but you know, um, uh, what was it? Um, it's it's not anywhere written down. What was it? Um, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I guess we will move on to advertisements because I can't pull the thread back. I'm really sorry. I hope somebody grabs something from this. Oh, I see. Even feeling this emotion and trying to exercise the emotions that are going through me currently through this whole live and everything, it's come back. Um, Working on myself or trying to improve myself, working on myself is a constant joy. It's not a constant battle, it's a constant joy. And I'm going to push that harder on myself, not like forcefully, but just push myself to say it every day. especially when I'm going through tough moments. Just say, working on myself is a constant joy and not a battle. And I'm not going to try to only hope that it works for me, but make it work for me. And that's the thing. You have to decide to make it work for you. You act like you can't make yourself feel things when we already make ourselves feel angry, sad, happy, whatever. So you might as well try to make yourself feel, you know, like you deserve this happiness, like um you deserve what you want. Um what you're seeking in life, your happiness, you deserve love, all that. Um anyway, before I go off track more and lose all thoughts going on in my head, um please join our membership at Love in Action Network. If you want to hear me babble on more and do other crazy, wacky things other than a daily boost, which I will once again host tomorrow, same time, same place. Please check out the Love Experience, which is a concert that Dr. Flo rehearses every now and then on TikTok, Instagram, Bigo. You could find him at Andre and the Flow on um, any website, I believe, on any any social media platform under Andre and the Flow. He's better known as Dr. Flow. We have other things among we have coaching programs, like spiritual coaching, dream coaching, voice coaching. Both Tara and Dr. Flo are wonderful singers. They both have vocal lessons and such like that. We have other classes, all kinds of things on the site. That would be under Loved and Lovable Academy. Um, Once again, I highly recommend joining our VIP membership, which is our Halo. Which then you will have, I believe you will be added to our Discord. Once you're added to our Halo, we can send you out an invite and you can join our Discord. Um, what else? Our membership is Telegram. I know some people have, their reservations about Telegram, but if you don't really want to chat within it or anything, you can just click on our membership and click on the 24/7 live updates, and then you can click here, and that'll take you to our broadcast channel on Telegram, which is only the admins and leaders can type into the broadcast channel, so you'll know when like any of us go live. So that's almost the same level that the VIP membership is, but it's all free, so really it's all the same. It's just what you choose to get out of it. Please check out my co-host for Late Night Sax, Tara Priolo, which Late Night Sax is Tuesdays at 7:45 Central Standard Time on YouTube in front of a live audience, and we have a podcast on Spotify, Late Night Sax, where we send the recorded stuff over, and that's usually uploaded sometimes early Wednesday. The last episode actually got uploaded the same night. But check out taraperella.com where you can find out all of her social media links and um, her social media links, and among other things like her bio and kind of what more about what she's about. She talks about the ish that no one else wants to talk about and encourages you to do the same. Um, Also check out starlightmysticbotanica.com, starlightmysticbotanica.com, for your spiritual inquiries, such as, readings or spells and stuff. And I know there's a whole thing about, whether you believe in magic or not, or spirituality or not, or all these readings and mumbo jumbo and stuff. All I know is that she knows what she's talking about and she knows what she's doing. I've seen it with my own two eyes. She is my girlfriend after all. So yeah, there's that. But also I have a hop, or a website technically, hop.bio/lotusnacks5, where you can find out. I try to update events as close as I can, as much as I possibly can, but sometimes it's updated, same day multiple times, or not until like all the events are passed or there's like a new one and I remember to update it and such. But if you want to check out late night sacks and you really want to go chasing it on Spotify or like all my different channels and stuff, just check out my hop link, hop.bio/honestnext5. Um, some other shout outs include but are not limited to Starlight Missing and Poppy Water will have Waiting to Exhale, which is on TikTok. That's Starlight underscore Mystic and Poppy Wata 33, PAPIWATA 33. They host Waiting to Exhale, which is a healing space where they do readings. I think they have normalized doing $5 readings after they do their usual spiel about the chakras and the knowledge they're trying to spread. But that is on at 5:30 Central Standard Time, 6:30 Eastern Time on Wednesdays and Fridays. On Sunday, Waiting to Exhale is at 11 Central Standard Time, 12 Eastern Standard Time, I believe. It could be 12 Central Time. I think it's 11 Eastern. I think it's 11 Central Standard Time, 12 Central Standard, 12 Eastern Time. Um, but yeah, some other shout outs include, but are not limited to, at Beyond the Guru, which is the casual coach at Beyond the Guru. She is another member of Love and Action Network, and also Sunflower Official. That is spelled SVNFLWR Official on TikTok. So yeah, I appreciate everybody for coming today. All those who are listening on, whether that be the newsletter, the podcast, whatever that may be, the YouTube live. I appreciate Starlight and Tara for popping in here. Yeah, I thank you guys for definitely going through this whole roller coaster with me. A roller coaster of an hour it's been. Um, and yeah, be humble, be unapologetic, and be true to you. Thank you guys all for coming. I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to do there. I think Kitty Burger's like, yeah, it's time to rock and roll there. It's time to rock and roll. Alrighty, thank you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you.